Maple Sugaring Tour. I hope it's been a good one so far this year. Quick question to you guys. Was anyone involved with the tour last year? Did anyone stop by last year? Okay, so can you guys remember if there's any new improvements this year? Something different about this year? What's different?
That looks a lot better.
This is different. This looks a lot better. That's usually what we're going for. What they were talking about is last year and years prior to it, we just used a garbage can to collect the sap. Never used for garbage. Rest assured, your syrup last year was good. It wasn't garbage can sap. But the funny thing about putting a garbage can in the middle of the woods is that people will use the garbage can in the middle of the woods. So even though we'd have the bucket filled up with sap, we'd come back every once in a while and we'd see trash in it. There was a roll of toilet paper in it one time. So we figured that was deliberate and a prank, but we never caught them. But hey, we got this now, so that's good. So that led to this. This is a great new addition. It looks a lot better. It holds up to 65 gallons. So it's almost lunchtime. It's almost 1 o'clock actually, so I can throw out some math problems for you. So people that like word problems, here comes one. So be prepared. 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. If 1 gallon weighs 8 pounds, how many gallons of sap do you need to make 1 gallon of syrup? I'll pick on my sister, actually.
No. I'm English teacher, remember?
Okay. Anyone help her out? So we're 8 pounds? 320. Very good. So you need 320 pounds of the sap to make 1 little gallon of syrup. So it's, some people say it's labor intensive. I think it's more along terms of time intensive. As you were coming across the trail, you saw there's a bunch of buckets, and then you walked into modern times using the plastics and things. Keep in mind, this is just a small microcosm or a small model emulating what a huge sugar farm could look like. You need at least 3,000 plus trees to get a decent operation off the ground. We have 6 trees here tapped, so obviously we don't have an operation here. Maybe I saw on the side a little bit, maybe I don't. I can't really tell you guys that. You can ask me after. You want some of your own gallon of syrup this year. But one thing you're going to notice is that one day an entrepreneur woke up and realized that he could fire all those employees to empty those buckets for him, and he could just use gravity and the hillside to do all the work for him. So this is one of the greatest additions to it. You can do this at home, do it yourself. It's really, really easy, and it just takes a lot of time, but, you know, we've all got time, and especially this economic stress climate, you guys looking for some new business ideas, I'd recommend going into the maple sugaring business because last year it's doubled. This year it doubled in price. Last year a gallon of syrup was $30, this year it's $60 for a gallon of syrup. So you can actually make a lot of money using nature, so it's very good. A few other things about this, few safety precautions. Just check. Do I have any volunteers out there? Do any of these small little people?
Go volunteer.
Are you guys good at smelling things?
Go smell it.
Of course, kids are pretty adventurous. They like to smell things. You look like you like to smell things.
Go ahead,
What's
bro.
your name? You like sticks. So sticks. Can I get someone up here? I need someone's nose up here. Smell this. Abby, you want to help me? Alright. Or you come up here to this side if you want. That's not very sturdy. Just put your head over here and take a big whiff. And tell me if it smells like anything. Or can you describe it, what it smells like? Yeah, there's nothing in it. It doesn't smell like much. How about you? Can you give it a smell and see if you can describe a smell for me? What do you think? It smells gross. I want to take a third try here.
That smells like bleach.
No, bud. They probably cleaned it out real good.
You even smell like...
Smells like maple sap. Very good. That's what we want to smell like.
It smells like bleach.
You know, to each your own. I wasn't going for the gross comment. That kind of ruins what I was going to say about it. Pretty much, if it doesn't smell like a dirty sock, you're good to go. If it smells like a dirty old shoe or sock, it means the maple sap has gone bad. So it can spoil as well. So this doesn't really smell like much of anything right now because there's not much in it, but rest assured, it doesn't smell like a dirty shoe, so the syrup you're about to eat is okay. At least that's what they're paying me to tell you guys. Think for yourself if you want. Just a few more things to add. This pipeline has this blue color. As you guys can go back to chemistry classes and science classes, you'll remember that light comes in lots of different forms of radiation. And what this does is it actually takes UV radiation, filters out all the other types of light radiation. So it keeps the ultraviolet rays coming through here, and it acts as a disinfectant, if you will, to get rid of those germs that could also be in the sap. Which again, no germs in your sap or your syrup, as they were saying to tell you. A few more things I wanted to add. I don't think Gray covered it. So the last thing you need to know about maple sugaring season only lasts 4 to 6 weeks. It's all temperature dependent. Back to your science classes again, you might remember that temperature and pressure have a direct relationship. So if you increase the temperature, the pressure goes up. Increase the pressure, temperature goes up. And on and on and on. So what happens is after the fall, all those leaves go away, but there's still sugar products inside the tree. It's going to be in the form of starch, the building components of plants and all these other trees. So all that starch, it doesn't want to get rid of all that because it can use it for an energy source, so it stores it down in its root. Once the temperature starts going up, the pressure starts going up, so this is a big column, and some of that starch, which is converted to sucrose at that point, starts going up the tree. And then at night when it goes below freezing, it goes down the tree again. So this is what establishes the flow and allows us to tap it. Once it gets too warm though, all that energy stays first up to the top of the tree and you can't tap it anymore. Besides that, do you guys have any questions that I can answer? Hopefully.
Did you have this system operating this year?
Yes, this is brand new. This has been a lot better. How many gallons we've got out of this so far? I'd say we've probably got about 65 gallons. It hasn't been really great season again. So I wouldn't be surprised if next year syrup went up. That, you're not buying real syrup. Lots of that stuff has a bunch of additives. There's a little bit of real syrup in there, but it's just a bunch of processed sugar on top of it. So I think hopefully you'll be able to taste the difference when you go up there.
Is there any other questions? I've got good news. It's time to eat.